On July 23rd, River Alliance of Wisconsin, the Friends of the Lower Wisconsin Riverway, and Savanna Institute came together for a farm tour and a visit to the Wisconsin River.
One of the things that's so neat about an event like this is that it brings together groups that have all been working on this issue for a long time. The Savanna Institute is very focused on farming and agroforestry and the benefits that has for the land and the water. River Alliance, obviously protecting rivers across the state and helping people do that. And that includes groups like FLOW, like the Friends of the Lower Wisconsin, who have for many years educated people about the really wonderful resource that we have in the Wisconsin River.
Cool. The goal of today was really kind of getting people familiar with the site, connecting and establishing that relationship with the community and with the land, and then being able to visualize that. Like, it's pretty simple to stand at the culvert and look around and say, this is one watershed, and whatever happens there happens directly down there.
I started working for the Savanna Institute because of my interest in planting more trees as a way to help mitigate climate change. Trees can offer so many benefits, from food, shelter, shade. I mean, we need to cool the atmosphere as soon as possible. So this farm is really special because it's a legacy farm. It was in a family for many generations, and we even met the most current farmer. So that was really special for us, and for him to be able to give this land to us. So we can grow trees and help transform agriculture in a way that's healthier for the planet and for people.
The purpose of this tour today was to help people understand, well, one, introduce people to the land. This is a long-term project. This is just the start. We're just learning, we're just listening. We're engaging a little bit, but very lightly, and really trying to understand the resources that we have here. And that we're working with, and how this could be a place for the community to learn and engage and be part of. This property is really important for that because it is comprised of an entire sub-basin watershed that pours through one single culvert. That culvert then directly drains to a slough that eventually finds its way somehow magically, groundwater mostly, directly to the Wisconsin River. So we have a huge opportunity to understand, one, what is the current condition of this watershed? Two, what does it look like as we change practices on this watershed? And three, we can then use that to help model what it would look like if we change practices across the entire Lower Wisconsin watershed, or even beyond.
My favorite river to paddle on is the Wisconsin. That's the only major river I've ever paddled on, so yeah. I would say I was really impressed by Eric, who gave us the tour. He's working this farm, by his level of knowledge and the level of thought that's going into planning this farm and what they're trying to achieve. And another thing, the place is gorgeous. So this is a beautiful property, and I'm actually really excited to come back. I offered to help volunteer to plant trees here next year. I think that what they're trying to do is really great.
River Alliance is involved with the Savanna Institute in this event because we really think that farming, regenerative farming, is an important part of protecting water in the state. And this is an example of how that works. Planting tree crops, planting cover crops, managing the land to work in concert with nature, all of these things protect ground and surface water and the streams that we use.
The work that the River Alliance is doing and other watershed groups that are focusing on water quality, focusing on natural resources, is one of the most important things next to social justice issues that we need to be focusing on right now. And agronomy should be a cause and effect of the focus of social justice and environmental quality, that our agronomy should respond to the issues and the challenges in the science and understanding to resolve the complexities. But it's not. And I think that's partly where Savanna Institute has an opportunity to engage with the community, to represent that there are ways that aren't novel, they're not new, we're not making anything up, we're not even creating anything, we're just remembering, we're learning from something that might work for this community, something that might actually be a good link between agronomy and conservation. So I think that establishing that partnership is incredibly important, so that we can learn from you and you can learn from us, and the community start to engage, and now we have mass, we have process, we have progress.
At Vitruvian, we are known for growing organic vegetables and mushrooms mostly at this time, but we have a long-term vision of incorporating agroforestry into our program. So we're kind of envisioning mixing annual-based vegetable production in with some sort of agroforestry system, maybe hazelnuts, maybe chestnuts, we're not sure, but we're just trying to learn from people who know a lot about it right now and see kind of where the industry is moving.
So the value of this day between the River Alliance and Savanna Institute for me is the partnership. I mean, there's so much work that needs to be done that we cannot do on our own. Like, you know, our organization is growing. River Alliance organization is growing because the interest and the need is there, but it's a huge issue that we're facing. And
one of the things that this demonstrates is that you can farm in ways that are compatible with nature. It's possible for us to have regenerative farming. It's possible for us to make the land better and protect it. It takes thought and it takes time, but we can do it.
And through a lot of series of events, Mississippi, or the Wisconsin pushed it south. Mississippi is going its current direction, and is now the Wisconsin.